Thor is considered to be one of Marvel's top-rated characters. However, his story goes back further than you might have thought. So today, we will share with you 10 interesting and mighty facts about Thor, the Thunder God. Fact 1. Thor's first appearance was in 1962. Although Thor has been around for centuries, his first appearance from Marvel Comics was in 1962. As the God of Thunder, the first comic featured Journey into Mystery, issue 83. However, a different version of Thor featured in Venus issue 12 and 13, which was published in 1951. Fact 2. Thor visited Earth as a punishment, and his hammer was a stick. Thor was sent to Earth by his father, Odin, as a punishment to experience humility. In comics, his memory got wiped clean, and he didn't have an idea that he was a god. During his encounter with the hammer Mjolnir, which was disguised as a walking stick, he discovered the power of Thor. Fact 3. Creating Thor's hammer is scientifically possible. Mjolnir, the weapon of Thor, has been created in a very astronomical way, forged in the core of a dying star in the MCU. In the real world, when a star is dying, the core becomes so hot it produces a matter known as neutronium. Simply, a single teaspoon of this matter weighs billions of tons, just like Thor's hammer. Fact 4. Love of Thor is Jane Foster. As Donald Blake on Earth, he falls in love with Jane Foster. Jane is a nurse of Dr. Donald Blake, and their love interest developed over time. However, their romantic love life has an unexpected twist when Jane turns into Thor. In The God of Thunder issue 25, Jane steps in to defend Asgard, and as a result, she turns into Thor. Thor and Jane dated on and off, but when Odin erased her memory of Asgard, upon her return to Earth, she started dating someone new. Thor had many relationships, but none were the same as Jane Foster. Fact 5. Thor is one of the founding members of the Avengers. In September 1963, Thor became a founding member of the Avengers, alongside Iron Man, the Hulk, Ant-Man, and the Wasp. The Avengers were formed to protect America against any superhuman threats and were named as Earth's mightiest heroes. Fact 6. Thor has another half-brother named Atum. Both Thor and Atum share their mother, Gaia, the goddess of Earth. Atum is Thor's older half-brother, and they both inherited different traits from their mother. However, Atum is very different from Thor. Atum is the physical embodiment of the Earth's biosphere, which means he is more powerful than Thor. Atum is indeed very famous as the Amon-Ra, the god of sun in the Egyptian pantheon. Fact 7. Odin tried to have an arranged marriage for Thor. Odin feared that Thor was too caught up in his relationship with Jane Foster on Earth. Once Odin erased Jane's memory, he tried to arrange a marriage to bring Thor back. The warrior Sif was sent to Earth to entice Thor into a loving relationship and eventually convince him to return to Asgard. However, Thor was still fascinated with Jane, and the relationship between him and Sif failed. Fact 8. One of Marvel's most popular superheroes. In 2012, Thor appeared again on IGN's Top 50 Avengers list as number 1. Thor was also rated 3rd on Ranker's Marvel Cinematic Universe characters, and it's believed that this is partly due to the part being played by Chris Hemsworth. Fact 9. Thor's enemy is his adoptive brother. Loki, the Norse god of mischief, is Thor's adopted brother. Although they are sworn enemies who constantly attempt to fight each other until death, they really love each other. They grew up together being close brothers with a strong bond. It is believed that this is why Thor is always tricked by Loki in the Marvel movies. Fact 10. Thor featured in his first video game. Thor has been on the front page of comic books since the mid-1900s, and in the 2000s featured in his own movies. However, in 2011, the first ever video game to feature Thor as a main character was created. Throughout the game plays the character of Thor in the quest to protect and save Asgard. So, there you go. Which fact did you find most interesting? Are you excited for Thor: Love and Thunder? We are too. Let us know what our next rankings should be, and in the meantime, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, SL Made. See you next week.
Life gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad. Do it no cap. Only got one, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad.